Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Mark here with the Better Mark. Let's get into the Thursday, June 13th Major League Baseball plays. Recap yesterday, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about what's going on in the weekend. If you can, make sure you guys are all sticking around to the end of the video. That's where we'll do a quick little rundown and recap of today's picks. Okay. Of course, though, if you guys would not mind doing me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe down below. Also, give me a follow on X and jump on over to the Discord. Links down below in the description of this video. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about is kind of this small slate we got going on. We have about 11 games that have been kind of tough to handicap a couple of these matchups throughout the week. Just doing a recap of yesterday and Wednesday and Tuesday's picks. Not too hot. Tuesday, I didn't like the pitching matchups. I didn't really put too much out there. And yesterday, going 1-4 within my official plays was kind of a rough day. All right, we had the first bet of the day, was able to cash with a ton of ease, and I thought it was going to be a good day. And then obviously we had a little bit of a letdown from Baltimore. The Dodgers kind of laid an egg, and the rest is history. So let's get into today's picks. I will have 4 best bets. We're going to be going back to the well in a lot of these plays. Also, I'll give you guys my nrfi candidates and the money line parlay of the day for those of you that are requesting it. Okay. But also, we have the kind of exciting day on this Thursday. Dallas is about their shot. The Mavericks are essentially all but eliminated. It's just a sweep or a gentleman's sweep as we get into the weekend. But also, U.S. Open first day of the golf tournament, as well as the NHL Game 3 back in Edmonton. So Florida Panthers, let's see if they're ready and if they've arrived in Edmonton for this contest. I know they had a little travel concerns. Okay, but let's hit it. Let's get into the official plays. We're going to look into the odds jam. Like I said, guys, make sure you guys subscribe down below, and let's hit the picks, okay? We have the first game on the card, Braves-Orioles. Yesterday, that was the right handicap, okay? We had 2 subpar pitchers going against each other. Everybody and their brother was screaming over, over, over. I looked at it from a different perspective. It could have went over. It was more of an insurance play. With taking the Baltimore team total. They scored 2 in the third inning, had a potential for even more. I think they still had scoring threat in that inning, but you have to look at it from a different perspective as well. There was, in half innings of play, okay, we'll just do it from, there were 16 half innings before they hit the home run in the bottom of the 8th, right, to make them have 4 points, okay? So that's kind of how I look at it. I know they won 4-2, but it's something where it's the right handicap, okay? And I did take a little bit live in game on the over 3.5, just because it was something where I wanted to hedge my way a little bit, and obviously that number shrunk, and I think at one point it was 2.5, okay? So it is what it is. Kind of got lucky within that home run that was hit, but you still have to understand the handicap. 9 runs, whatever it was, 8 or 9 runs for the full game. That's all fine and dandy, right? But it was kind of an insurance policy against the Braves lineup, taking the Baltimore team total, which, it was the right handicap in my opinion. We just had about 15 half innings of scoreless play. That's very hard to do. With those 2 pitchers that were pitching. It is what it is. So we're not going to dwell on the past. Moving on. Today we have a Ronaldo Lopez-Cole Irvin matchup. This is something where you want to jump on the Orioles, okay? Almost made the card, but if there is one saving grace of the Atlanta Braves is Ronaldo Lopez is a outstanding pitcher. The bullpens are a little bit taxed heading into this Thursday game. It's a conclusion of a midweek interleague series. It's a travel spot for Atlanta, so I'm not too crazy, but if anything, I would be leaning towards taking the under in this one as well, and the Braves, but I'm not going to play it, so no official play in the Thursday Braves-Orioles game, okay? Next one, it's Patrick Corbin Day. All right, Patrick Corbin and Casey Mize going for the Nationals and the Tigers. This is one where we look into kind of Patrick Corbin's recent starts. Okay, it's been kind of one of them pitchers that has been a little bit of a reversion to the mean. We look at his game ERAs. It's still Patrick Corbin. I know he had a couple quality starts, and if we talk a little further about what that means, that's where he went 6+ innings. The Nationals have been a quiet, sneaky team. Just back in May against Minnesota, he threw 106 pitches, and his batted ball rate is kind of high still. But he has been having some quality starts, albeit he does get not necessarily the W in the win column. Of his last starts, he has one decision and basically 4 losses and a win. So that's pretty much the month of May for Patrick Corbin. But it was more so, I think, a little bit early in the late April, early May, where those numbers kind of were skewed in a way where you kind of had to bet on him. But now, as we look in 2024, he's kind of regressed right back into the form. So that's why it's National Patrick Corbin Day. 1-7 on the season now, 6.15 in completion in those 13 games. So 1.66 whip. I really do favor the Tigers in the spot, but at a -158 price, I'm not going to bet it. I wanted to share with you guys some of those deeper pitching ways of looking into it, because this is another game where it sets up where we're going to see potentially double-digit runs. So over 8.5 is juiced to -128. So if I was going to attack the Nationals-Tigers game, it would be in the form of the over 8.5, but no official play for me. Okay. Next one is the Yankees and the Royals. All right. Nestor Cortez going on the bump. The Pinstripes have been getting it done. Simply one of the best slugging teams right now in major leagues. Alec Marsh on the hill for Kansas City. We have a +136 price for Kansas City. If you're going to bet this game, that's the way to play it. I don't want to bet against the Yankees, though, personally, so I'm going to stay away. This game will be kind of one that I'm watching because I want to see kind of this for the strength of Kansas City, right? How are they going to do? Are they going to get swept? Are they going to avoid the sweep? Kansas City has been hot, and now it seems more so that they've kind of found a groove where they're kind of happy with some mediocrity in the middle of the season. So this is a get-home game for the Yankees as well. 2:10 first pitch. I would be fading Nestor Cortez. He has not been getting deep into games, so I think his prop is 17.5. If you want to go under that, that's one that jumps off at the page of me. Also, Alec Marsh over earned runs. If you want to bet the Yankees, but you just don't want to play for a sweep, that is one way to attack it as well. Okay, so it's prop market or nothing for me in this game, and with a total of 10.5, definitely staying away. But more times than not, that generally favors the over in this ball game. So that's my rundown. No official play. Now let's get into the first official game that we will have a play in. We are going to be taking the Pirates under 8.5 in this contest. This also will be a no-run first inning candidate for me. I give you guys these nrfi candidates. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to play them, but after looking into some of the numbers and kind of how the teams stack up, first inning statistics, all that good stuff, they definitely made the card. Lance Lynn, outstanding in his last outing. He had like a no-hitter going pretty deep in the game, and pretty much if Pittsburgh did not have Paul Skeens, Mitch Keller would be the one that everybody would be following. Outstanding on the season, 8-3, 3.16 ERA, 74 strikeouts for the righty. So this is another spot, right? What happens? It's a +100. It's a coin flip. Nobody knows, okay? But I'm going to favor the side of lower scoring, kind of going against the grain. Pretty much even money, too, -108. So if you want to find a juiced up 9 for a little bit more protection, you can, but I locked it in at even money, basically at -101. So kind of where I'm at. I'm looking, basically betting on Lance Lynn to have a repeat performance and Mitch Keller to shut it down. So if you want to stay away from the bullpens, one way to look into this game, too, is playing the first 5. And actually, let me pull this up with the odds jam And if you guys want to sign up for OddsJam, links down below in the description. 35% off your annual or your first month if you like to go monthly. But for me, it saves the guesswork and all of the hard work that you have to put into to find the best number available. Also, arbitrage and what we have within fantasy, it's truly an invaluable tool if you bet on sports. But let's find this real quick. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. It kind of compiles all the props out there, all the betting markets, and finds you the best number. So you don't really have to screw around. So we'll look at first half money line. And sorry about that. First inning total runs, just so you guys know. The under is at minus 106, best number. So I'm really favoring that nrfi. It's kind of where I'm at on that one. I'm kind of shocked that it's that low and not juicy. And then let's find the first half total runs. First half. And there it is. Sometimes it's hard to find it. They word it a little differently. So we are looking at a first half total runs, okay? And you can look at all the alternate markets as well. But it seems to me the mainstay play here is at 4.5. So if you want to go that route, I don't mind it. I would probably favor the fact that there won't be 5 runs as well. So you could find that best number available, minus 104, minus 115 at Bet365. FanDuel, minus 104, right there at the under 4.5. So that's a great number for that. So not opposed to taking that side instead of the full game. But I do favor the under, and that will be an official play. All right, Cubs, Rays, Justin Steele, Taj Bradley. Little regression for Taj Bradley. Both of these pitchers not getting it done in the win column. I look for this game to potentially be an over candidate. The 7.5 on the total is a little bit fishy. Tampa Bay has been slugging, albeit they are at home, and this game is just a weird spot, right? A couple weeks ago, these pitchers, actually a couple months ago, back in May, in late April, we would have been looking at Taj Bradley like he was some kind of ace. Justin Steele wasn't too shabby as well. And now, as some of the statistics settled, this game really kind of stands out as being as a high-scoring affair. But for me, it's Tampa or no play at plus money at home. But I'm going to stay away from this one. It's a little fishy. I would think that Tampa would be a better number, okay? Then we will get into another play that we're going to have. We are going back to the well. We are going to take another total. Severino and Rodri Munez going for the Marlins and the Mets. We are going to take the over in this game, over 8.5. I'm getting stuck on these half numbers, but I'm getting good value within the money, within the juice. So basically getting these at even money. Mets over 8.5. I think there's going to be a lot of runs, just simply put. I don't trust Munoz, and Severino has the candidacy to always give up some runs, albeit he has been kind of dominant in his recent outings, okay? Next one is the Phillies Red Sox. This is a great pitching matchup, probably arguably the best of the day. Big Tanner Houck fan, but not getting it done in the win column, okay? So Phillies off a loss. They are going to be in the money line part of the day. Aaron Nola, outstanding season thus far. Kind of an outlier yesterday. Stung me a little bit with the Phillies giving up that 5-run inning to the Red Sox in kind of a side bet that I had, but we are going to be backing the Phillies in this matchup. Not so much also in that money line part of the day, but the official play will actually be another under 8.5, and guys, it's minus 101. So you can pick up on the trend there. We're going to try to stack some units, betting some totals. Okay, so that's where I'm at. Just looking into these pitchers going at it, I think we're going to see a little bit lower scoring game, albeit never know what's going to happen when we hit the bullpens. So we will go full game under 8.5, minus 101. All right. Athletics and the Twins, no play for me. Joe Ryan, Luis Medina. Some of these not interleague games, but these out-of-conference matchups, pitchers get to see each other, see lineups for the first time. There's really no scouting reports, trends, stuff like that. That's kind of a wanky kind of little bit of a matchup too. Twins, Athletics. But anyways, it is another spot where, West goes east, so on and so forth. But they're used to it. I don't really see this being any other play, if you were to bet this game, than taking the likes of the Minnesota Twins, possibly the over. But for me, at 7.5, it's kind of a weird number. Also, plus 1.5 for the Athletics is not a bad idea, but like I said, there's just better games out there to bet, so I'm going to stay away from this one. This one was probably the first game on today's matchups that I crossed off my card. I'm just going to stay away. All right, let's get out to the West Coast. We got the White Sox and the Seattle Mariners, Luis Castillo and Garrett Crochet. This is one of the times where for the White Sox, if Crochet is pitching, the only pitcher really that I back on the White Sox. Everybody else is an automatic fade almost, okay? But Castillo's been showing some signs of regression. He's 5-7 on the season. I know he gets a lot of strikeouts. He had a horrible last outing, I believe. Did not go deep into that game. So if he's going to bounce back, he's going to do it against the White Sox. So the Mariners are definitely a money line candidate. They are also a run line candidate, but I will not be betting this game, so no official play. All right. The final games out there, Angels and the D-backs. This is a weird matchup, right? The Los Angeles Angels completely shocked me, I think everybody, by scoring a lot of runs yesterday. Diamondbacks, not so much. And this is kind of a weird, like I said, weird interleague matchups on the Western Pacific time. 9:40 first pitch. Kind of a weird spot in the desert. So I'm not going to be betting this game. It's just kind of, for me, it's more so of a coin flip, but you can get a plus 165 Angels price out there. Staying away from it. If anything, it'd be Diamondbacks, but I'm going to stay away from this game as well. No feel. Rangers and Dodgers. Okay, this is one where we're going to just go back to the well. A little bit of a zigzag, minus 1.5 on the run line. Taking the Dodgers, plus 102. Michael Grove pitching against Michael Lorenzen. Kind of, as soon as I saw that box score this morning and saw that the Dodgers dropped the game against the Rangers, I completely, first thing I did was I looked at the money line price to take the Dodgers. The run line price, and plus 102 at home off a loss. I'll take that all day, twice on Sunday. So that will be my last official play on the day. All right, so let's do a quick recap. And guys, before we do, make sure you guys subscribe down below. Smash that like button and hop on over to the Discord and on X, formerly Twitter, and make sure you guys follow me on those socials, okay? But here is the recap. We're going to go Phillies under 8.5, Pirates under 8.5, Marlins over 8.5, and the Dodgers on the run line. Those will be my 4 best bets. And nrfi candidates, like I said, I don't always bet these, but these are the 3 that I'll be targeting throughout the day. This is where we look at the Pirates game, the Braves game, and the Phillies game, nrfis, all right? And then the money line part of the day, Phillies, Dodgers, and Mets, plus 320. 3 teams, quick, short, simple, stupid. 3 teams that should win today. Whether it happens or not, that's yet to be determined, but these are the 3 teams that I picked for my money line parlay of the day. So appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, subscribe down below. Good luck tonight and this weekend. Enjoy the Stanley Cup, what's left of the NBA Finals, and we have the U.S. Open on the golfing side of things this weekend. So great time to be alive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.